I would protest that. So we have uncovered a number of issues because all this white stuff is cracked boob. And here's the big issue. Disassembly has gone well over the last few days. The car is getting ready to be painted. The engine bay is getting ready to be painted as well. There are a lot of holes I'm gonna fill. Probably gonna fill that hole. This hole's probably gonna stay for a cold air intake. There's a couple holes there. This also has to get washed because all this white stuff is not cocaine. It's road salt from the trip home from Wisconsin. So that needs to come off and get cleaned, if only so it doesn't rust. But what do you think, Wally? You like it? I'm liking it so far. I got some sweet. These glasses came with the car. Oh, they're broken.
You even gonna get it on camera for when I break it?
Maybe the camera will give us good luck.
Maybe. Anything's possible.
Did you ever think in a million years we'd be sitting in my garage working on cars together?
No, not really.
No.
Especially not 1,000 miles from home.
Yeah, right.
What was your home?
Yeah, right, right.
Anything's possible. Yeah, you got a little bit of surface rust under here too.
So it's good taking the windshield out is what you're saying?
Yep. As long as it comes out in one piece. Then it's not good for my pocketbook.
Well, I ain't gonna make you pay for it either, so I would protest that.
But I would feel obligated to pay for it.
What do you guys think? Should Joe pay for it if he breaks it? Let's see what the internet thinks. When he's helping me with this whole car for nothing.
Well, if they say that I don't have to pay for it, I will agree with it.
All right, so we'll let the internet decide. Well, it's got to be broken first for the internet to have to decide anything.
Let's not even get to that situation.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
So we have uncovered a number of issues on this car that are gonna cause some additional labor and work and money. We suspect that this is a weld that is not from the factory, that should not be there. And it looks clean here, but up here you should be able to see this second layer of sheet metal. You should see that line up here, and that line ends there and looks like that's probably Bondo. But let me show you the other side. So there's that line goes all the way up here and comes up and wraps around there. So none of those body line, those sheet metal lines, can't see any of those over here. So I'm guessing the whole rear corner panel was replaced at some point. You can also see a crack here. I don't know why there's a crack there. And here's the big issue. There's a hole. You could see light through there. So this side of the car was hit pretty hard. There's a couple cracks here and here that we'll have to weld. I think we're gonna replace this whole section right here with sheet metal, cut it out and replace it. There's a shit ton of Bondo on here. We've discovered that this car is just covered with 2, 3, 4 plus layers of Bondo almost everywhere. So yeah, quarter panel has been replaced at some point in time. There was damage to the rear, and Joe's outside working on the door, and look at what we found on the door. He's got it sanded down nicely, but there's not 1, not 2, but 8 drill holes. And it's quite wavy and damaged. So I think the damage from the accident occurred predominantly at the back quarter panel, but went all the way up into the driver's side door. So that is going to be a lot of repair. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Hi, Wally. And things little by little are getting sanded, prepped for either primer. All of these plastic pieces here are prepped for primer. Actually, the front bumper's not quite done yet. This, we're gonna fiberglass behind here and Bondo the edges and just mold it in to make it look like it was like it originally came with the Cobra insert. Here I got some things painted over here. Yeah, it's been a fun yet challenging project so far. The car needs a lot of love. It needs a lot of love. It needs a lot of work. So Joe just pulled the headliner out, and there's a bunch of mouse poop. A little damage there, and in fact, this is even more exciting. We brought the friend with us from Wisconsin. It can't be that old because it's not really decomposing much yet.
Right.
Yep, so we got one little friend we brought home there, and another little friend we brought home right there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little wasp in there. Well, if we break it in the last 5 or 6 inches, that would be really bad luck considering how much time you especially, but we both put in on this windshield.
But I can recall 2 windows that I did break were in the final stretch.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because I got impatient. Because I was like, oh, it's almost all the way out.
Yeah. nice!
Alright. I think she's ready.
Success. Okay, so the internet didn't have to make that horribly ethical decision.
Which I'm glad, but I'm also kind of curious as to what their answer would have been.
Yeah, tell us what your answer would, if in fact this windshield was broken by Joe, because he was the one that was doing the work, taking it out. Joe said that if it broke, he would feel obligated to pay for it. And I would feel obligated myself to pay for it because it's my car. And Joe's helping me for free out of the kindness of his heart. So I don't think ethically I could allow you to pay for it.
But ethically, I don't know if I could allow you to pay for it, because I would have been the one to break it. So why should you pay for something that I broke?
Yeah.
It could go either way.
It could.